This tutorial is on how to create assignments in PowerTeacher Pro. Remember, you're going to start off by using your online PowerSchool website to access PowerTeacher Pro. You also have that icon on your home page of your iPad that we've created as like a bookmark. Once you get to that home screen, you can click any of the links below your courses, or you can go into this left navigation panel and click PowerTeacher Pro right there. Again, this is your home screen for PowerTeacher Pro. Notice a couple things. It's in my homeroom page right now. You want to make sure you're in the correct term. A term is the same thing as a quarter, so make sure you're in T1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever quarter it is. And then you can go ahead and start creating assignments. So you're going to start off by going over to this Create button with the plus sign and click that. Once you do, it'll bring this drop-down menu. We're going to click Assignment. In order to create assignments, you had to have already created the category. So if you haven't done that, then you need to view the tutorial on how to create categories. So we've already created our 4 categories. We're going to go ahead and create our assignment now. Once you click Create Assignment, you can see the Create Assignment window pops up, and we are in the Assignment tab. Start off, we just go top down. We're going to start off with classes, select classes, and you're only going to choose the classes that you want to create an assignment for. So I don't want to just select all my courses. I just want to create assignment for math, so I'm just going to click math. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and give the assignment a name. So this one's place value homework number 1. And now we're going to move on to selecting the category, which is why I said you need to already have those created. I want you to notice before I select a category, it shows score type is points, and it shows 10 points. That's not correct, but when we created our categories, we created defaults. So you'll see what happens once we select a category. And also notice it says that it counts in final grade. So all this is going to change as soon as we click a category. So when you select a category, you're going to choose from those 4 options. This one is a homework, so I'll go ahead and click my purple homework. As you can see, as soon as we chose the category, those defaults kicked in. So score type shows our letter grade of E to N. It changed the points to 4. This is just the way the math has to work with our standards performance scores like this. It has to always be out of 4 points. And notice the count and final grade has turned off. Without getting too much into standards-based grading, remember that the way that this calculates a final performance score to tell what a kid's knowledge is at the end of a quarter for a particular standard, it's going to take the last 3 grades from a particular standard so that it can determine that that is their performance and understanding of that standard at that point in time. So you need to make the decision whether you want that to count in the final grade, that particular assignment, or not. So typically what will count in final grades are final quizzes and tests that show true understanding at the end of that standard instruction. Now you're just going to continue moving across the tabs on the top. You don't need to worry about clicking the students. All students are selected unless you choose otherwise. We're going to move on to standards, though. You need to make sure you do this so it tags it with a certain standard. Once you click standards, you can see your choices for your math area. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my operations and algebraic thinking, or whatever standards align to that particular assignment. Once you do that, you are ready to click Save and Close. You can see that the assignment has been created successfully. Notice also I'm not in that course, so they're saying, hey, switch classes to actually access that assignment. So now we get into, we created the assignment, and now you want to input the grades into that assignment spot. So what you're going to go to is this far left navigation panel and click the A+ grading. Once you do, it'll bring this sort of sub window here, and you're going to click on score sheet. If you just want to see all the assignments you've created, then you'll click assignment list. But if you want to actually input scores, you're going to click score sheet. Once you do that, you can see this nice window that just shows the students on the left-hand side, and just like a grade book, it has your assignments on the top, and you're going to just click on a cell and input the grade. So I would just click on the student. And then you can see I can start using this sort of calculator panel over here, and with one hand you tap in the cell, and the other hand you just type a quick S+ or S-, and you just tap to the next cell, and you keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth down through your students. All right, so once you get to the very bottom of that, make sure you click Save, and you are all set. You've added an assignment. Notice one last thing. It says that this assignment is exempt. That means it is exempt from being part of your final score. So if you want that to be different, you will need to go back to that grading and click assignments so you can edit that and change that one little box to say count in final grade.